Hate attacks continue in Canada. In the latest, another Gurudwara was targeted by radical elements belonging to the Khalistani groups in Canada. They have sprayed pro-Khalistan graffiti on the walls of the Gurudwara and also anti-Modi slogans. And this is not the first such incident, viewers. In the recent past, we've seen attacks on Hindu temples, on consulate engagements, and also now Gurudwaras have also been targeted. To give us more insights on the situation in Canada, we have Daniel Bodman, a Canadian journalist, also joining us live on this broadcast. A very good morning to you, Mr. Bodman. What the world wants to know is how long will Canada continue to provide a safe haven for all these Khalistani extremists? We've seen Pierre Poilievre also sharing a stage with one of the plotters of the Kanishka bombings. How do you look at the situation in Canada?
Yeah, if you're looking at it in a Canada or Khalistan matrix, it's not good. So to say that, it certainly can't get worse. Where we have seemingly no political will to do anything about this violence. You would hope that Pierre Poilievre, we're in the middle of a snap election, and the Conservative leader flew all the way across the country. It's a very big country. It's bigger than your country, 40 million people, but still bigger than India. So he flew all the way to the West Coast on a 1 month long, plus 8 days, 38-day political campaign to be in British Columbia right now. So Pierre Poilievre is in the region, and he's nearby somewhere, if I could find him. And he's sort of quiet on this. The Liberals, of course, quiet on this. So this is an election campaign. We're campaigning. It's election. It's Easter weekend. Gurdwaras and Monders are vandalized, and the political class is silent. I think that says everything you need to know about the Canadian political class.
Mr. Bodman, why is it that Canada is, providing a safe haven and also breeding grounds for these radical elements? We've seen so many attacks in the recent past as well, be it Brampton or even British Columbia. Attacks are rising with each passing day. Is anything being done by the administration to curb such incidents?
No one's doing anything. So why does this happen? It's a mixture of incompetence and cowardice, I'd say, are the two driving factors of this. And I mean, this is the ultimate personification of the farce that the silent majority will defeat a vocal minority. No, that's actually physically and logically impossible for the silent majority to ever beat the vocal minority in an argument, because the silent majority doesn't say anything or do anything. So we just passively sit there and take it, and then this goes along, and you have a few determined radicals. And it's not just Khalistanis, you have jihadis, you have whatever different types of Marxists, variant pops off out of our institutions at the moment. And you can kind of do whatever you want in Canada if you fall within a certain radical political matrix as it comes right now. So Khalistan is one of them. And as you see, if you do it in the name of Khalistan, you can vandalize Gurdwara. The only people I know of who have vandalized a Gurdwara in Canadian history are the Khalistanis at this point. This is something that's, we've never happened. We might have had violence in the 80s. I mean, before I was born, around Air India, there could have been some stuff maybe. But I'd say in the 21st century, the only people to vandalize a Gurdwara have been the Khalistanis. And that's just sort of indicative of where the Western world is. We're all, I mean, this is, you could say general wokeness, critical theory, however you want to do it, the oppression matrix, right? Khalistan beats Hindu. Khalistan even beats Sikh at this point, right? Gaza, Hamas beats Jew, right? Black, white, like it's one of those things. So as long as this is the status quo in the West, expect political discord. And it's not just Sikhs and Hindus who suffer. Synagogues are under attack frequently in this country, and hundreds of churches. This is a Christian country, and churches are being burned down in the hundreds and dozens. If someone were to burn down a church on Easter weekend, it wouldn't. People might make a noise for a day, but it wouldn't change the political landscape one bit. Everyone would be like, "Yeah, okay, it happens. I'm mad. I wish it wouldn't." And maybe the Conservative Party might shake its fist for 15 minutes.
Mr. Bodman, in Australia, the government has come up with a special law to tackle and dismantle such radical elements and also hate crimes against the minorities. Do you think it's time for Canada also to bring in such a law, or will it affect the vote bank of these political figures?
I mean, the only thing, so I'm skeptical on it. To me, it's not a matter of laws, it's a matter of will. There's enough laws on the books that we can take care of harassment, vandalism, and all this. The problem is, it's not, it's illegal to it's not illegal to vandalize a temple or a Gurdwara. No, what they did is clearly illegal. The problem is the lack of will to enforce the law. So I don't actually support this new law because everyone wants to talk about a new law. It's another way of just being moral cowards, another way, pretending we're doing something about it. Oh, we need a new law, and we'll get the law, and then we can advocate for a law that says that, oh, temple attacks are bad, but we can't even say all temple attacks are, and then, it becomes a watered down nothing, and you already have these laws. So until you get real and matter, it's just a matter of will. There's no will for the political class to say something. There's no will for the police to actually try and get to the bottom of this. There's no will from even the Hindu community in Canada to attempt to even try and get justice for this. I mean, it was the temple leadership who erased the entire vandalism as soon as it went viral, as soon as people found out about it. The only thing that the temple leadership was able to figure out was to cover up all the vandalism before the police could even file a report. So how are the police going to file a report on the vandalism in the Hindu temple if the Hindu temple is erasing the crime before the police even get there? Because they're so, let's be careful, say so scared that they just decided to tamper with the crime scene and erase all the evidence. Like, what are we talking about here, right? So the country's just run by cowards and fools, and it's manifesting in religiously targeted violence, and among other things. But this is a weekend. This is Easter weekend. It's a nice Easter weekend, so we have some religious violence.
Mr. Bodman, so many of these extremist groups seek protection money from Gurudwaras, and those Gurudwaras that fail to provide this particular protection money are targeted and attacked. And it's time that a stringent law is brought in to tighten the noose around these radical elements.